Hello guys, this is Advocate Arminder Kaur for Himalayan Hemp. And as the title suggests, today I am going to be giving you guys a brief summary of the events that led up to the enactment of the Narcotics, Drugs, Psychotropic Substances Act of 1985, also popularly known as the NDPS Act. So prior to the NDPS, cannabis was legally consumed for recreational, spiritual and medicinal purposes in India. However, during the colonization era, the British tried to regulate it through excise laws, licensing cultivation, and also imposed taxes on the sale of hemp. Due to the rapidly growing popularity of the nationalist movements in India, the government faced conflict and opposition from its local leaders as well as the first world nations for perpetuating the problem of illicit drugs and drug trafficking. The liberal, or rather the non-existent laws in India regarding the consumption of cannabis for recreational purposes started attracting many tourists from Western countries with stringent laws. This was obviously heavily criticized. But most importantly, this was misconstrued and propagated and sensationalized as a drug problem. Subsequently, in the year 1930, the Dangerous Drugs Act was enacted with the motive to regulate and punish unlicensed activities related to the consumption, cultivation, manufacture and sale of cannabis. The need to control and regulate pushed itself to the post-independence period and finally found itself enacted under Article 47 of the Constitution. Now basically Article 47 of the Constitution restricts the use of intoxicating drinks and drugs to medicinal purposes only. However, this was not considered adequate, and the pressure of inculcating laws in India completely banning the consumption of cannabis was rising. Ironically, countries with completely legalized consumption of cannabis today demanded utmost accountability back in the day. As a result, India became a party to 3 United Nations drug conventions, the first one being in the year 1961. The convention was called the Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs. The second convention happened shortly after in the year 1971. This was called the Convention on Psychotropic Substances. And finally in the year 1988, it became a part of the Convention on Illicit Traffic of Drugs, Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances. Finally in the year 1985, the Rajiv Gandhi government succumbed to the global pressure. The need for a central legislation prohibiting the use of cannabis for non-medicinal purposes became an urgent need for India in order to comply to its obligations imposed by the UN treaties. This did not give the law and policy makers a chance to contemplate. And finally, as a result, a hasty piece of legislation was passed. It was none other than the NDPS Act of 1985. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you found this video informative. Make sure to give this video a like and leave down in the comments below what would you like us to cover in the next video where we speak about the legal aspects of cannabis in India. All our socials are linked down in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching. Until next time.